Hi, today I'm going to share what this study is all about. To recap chapter 1 to 3, this study looks at how digital payments like e-wallet and online banking affect UUM students' online shopping behavior. We ask, does convenience make them shop more? Does feeling secure matter, and do promotions and cashback influence spending? From this, our goals are to see how these three factors, convenience, security, and promotions, shape students' choice when shopping online. So for the demographic, this study involved 15 UM students, mostly aged 22 to 23, showing they are in their final years and likely to be financially independent and tech-savvy. The gender ratio was balanced with 52% female and 48% male. Most were Malay, 68%, and the majority came from the College of Business. Around 18% were in their third year, and over half had more than 4 years of online shopping experience. This makes them ideal for studying digital payment behavior in e-commerce.
Let's begin with the college breakdown of our respondents. As shown in the bar chart, the vast variety of respondents, nearly 35, are from the College of Business, a small number are from the College of Law, Government and International Studies, and only a handful are from the College of Arts and Science. This suggests our sample is heavily skewed toward business students, which may influence perception, especially regarding online consumer behavior. Next, let's look at the average monthly spending. The largest group of respondents spends below RM200 monthly. Close behind are those spending between RM201 and RM300. Smaller groups spend in the RM301 to RM400 and RM401 to RM500 range. This indicates the most online shoppers in our study are either casual or moderate spender, with relatively few engaging in high spending behavior online. Finally, we analyze how long respondent has been shopping online. The majority have over 4 years of experience, indicating that online shopping is not new to them. Around 10 respondents have been shopping for 2 to 3 years. Very few have less than a year of experience, and even fewer have been shopping for less than 6 months. This tells us that our respondents are seasoned online shoppers, and their response are likely based on long-term usage rather than novelty.
So for the descriptive statistic, this section shows that students generally agree with positive statements about digital payments like convenience, security, and shopping behavior, with average score between 3.76 and 4.08. The data was also normally distributed. For validity, the KMO value was 0.763 and Bartlett test was significant, meaning our sample size was suitable and the questions were well structured for analysis.
Let's begin with the validity test. We use the Kaiser-Meyer-Olkin, as known as KMO, measure and Bartlett test or specificity to check if the data was suitable for factor analysis. So the KMO value is 0.763, which falls in the acceptable range, indicating adequate sampling adequacy. Additionally, Bartlett test was highly significant with a p-value of less than 0.001, confirming that the correlation metric is not an identity matrix. In short, this means our dataset is statistically valid and ready for further analysis.
A reliability analysis was conducted using Chromebook Alpha to assess the internal consistency of the questionnaire items. All 4 main constructs show excellent reliability, with alpha values ranging from 0.906 to 0.951. According to Nunelli and Bernstein, values above 0.90 indicate strong reliability. This confirms that the items used in each section were consistent and dependable in measuring consumer behavior related to digital payments.
Moving on to the inferential analysis. Here, we analyze the mean, standard deviations, and percent correlation for all variables. As shown, all variables receive relatively high mean scores, around 4 out of 5, indicating overall positive perception from respondent. More importantly, the percent correlation coefficient between variables were all strong and statistically. significant at the 0.01 level. For example, the correlation between variable D and E was 0.908, showing a very strong positive relationship. So, this suggests that the constructs in our model are closely and positively related to one another, which supports our assumption and interconnected variables in consumer behavior.
Based on the regression analysis, the model explains 88.7% of the variance in online consumer behavior, indicating a strong relationship. The results show that convenience is the most significant factor with a strong positive impact and a p-value below 0.001. Meanwhile, security and promotional offers were not statistically significant, suggesting they have a weaker influence on students' digital purchasing decisions. Overall, convenience plays the key role in driving online shopping behavior among UUM students.
Now, let's look at the summary of hypothesis testing. We tested 3 hypotheses. For H1, convenience positively affect consumer behavior. H2, security positively affect consumer behavior. H3, promotional and cashback offer positively affect consumer behavior. Out of the 3, only H1 was supported, meaning that convenience had a statistically significant positive effect on consumer behavior. Interestingly, H2 and H3 were not supported, even though earlier correlation analysis shows strong relationship. This tells us that while these factors are correlated, they do not directly impact behavior in a statistically significant way. Based on our regression model, this might suggest the presence of mediating variables or other factors influencing consumer behavior on e-commerce platforms.
Let's begin with the first recommendation. One major concern among you students in their fear of online scam and frauds. Because of this, digital payment providers should take the lead by running awareness campaign. This campaign can help students learn how to protect themselves, like detecting scam, using strong password, and enabling two-factor authentication. With better understanding, students will feel safe and be more willing to use this platform. Okay, next, university like UUM can help by offering financial literacy program. Many students don't really know how to budget or manage their spending. So workshop or short courses on how to handle money, especially in a digital environment, can really make a difference. This will not only help them use digital payment responsibly, but also build long-term money skills. Digital payment companies should create a promotion like cashback or discount for food, transport, and learning material. It's a smart way to get a student on board and keep them using the service. For another important point is the app itself. If the digital payment app is hard to use, students will give us quickly. So developers should add useful features like monthly spending, summarize, or instant alert. A clean and easy to navigate app will make financial tracking more enjoyable and encourage regulation. Finally, we must not forget about the students in rural or less privileged areas. They might not have fast internet or even the right device. So, policymakers and telco companies need to step in to improve internet coverage, provide affordable data, and maybe even subsidy smartphone or tablet. Only then can we make sure that every student has equal access to digital payments. In the conclusion, digital payment adoption among students can improve significantly if we address their fears, improve their skill, offer the real benefit, and make the system accessible to everyone. It requires teamwork between providers, universities, and the government, but the impact will be worth it. This study explored how digital payment methods affect consumer behavior among UUM students, focusing on 3 main factors, which is convenience, security, and professional offer. The results show that convenience is the most important factor. When digital payments are easy, fast, and simple to use, students are more likely to use them regularly. So, service providers should focus on making their apps user-friendly and more efficient. Security had a moderate effect. Students care about safety, but many believe that digital platforms are already secure. Even so, provided should educate users about data safety and keep improving their system behind the scene. For the promotional offer, like cashback and reward were attractive to students, but they didn't have a strong effect on long-term usage. This means promotions are good for getting attention but not enough to keep users loyal unless the service is also convenient. In the conclusions, the digital payment platform must do more than just offer reward or promise security. They need to give a smooth, reliable, and easy experience. These findings are useful for app developers, policymakers, and universities to help students use digital payment wisely. As digital tools keep changing, it's important to track student preference and make sure the system to be safe, inclusive, and accessible for everyone.